Hey there guys, Jimmy from Glassy Gaming here bringing you Trade Talk episode 11. Now, this is going to be on the subject of possible Miscs. If you guys don't know, I recently bought a Pyromancer's Mask Unusual because I thought, and I was right, it would become a Misc. Now, does this mean I'm a psychic? No. Does this mean that I work for Valve? No. Does this mean that I know about possible Misc items in any way? Not really. Basically, I got lucky. Are there ways to tell if a hat may go Misc? Sure. There's things that may help you decide whether or not a hat would be a good Misc. And I'm going to kind of lay down some more popular suspicions and whether or not they're a good one or not. So let's get this started with, first off, the two engineer ones that are very huge right now. The Pencil Pusher and the Festivizer. Now, both are good candidates in my eyes. I think the Pencil Pusher might be a bit better simply because it's a smaller hair item, and it probably won't clip with. It doesn't clip with just about anything. It's very, very small. The Festivizer, while would probably fit on top of every hat, it'd probably have some clipping issues with certain things, which isn't much of a problem if you consider the fact that the Brainiac hairpiece is probably one of the clippiest Miscs ever, but that's just me. The rack for the soldier is another really big one that people seem to think is going to be a Misc, and while I do agree it would make a great Misc simply for the fact that even though it does clip with a lot of things, it clips in a way that looks nice, i.e. the antlers kind of come out of whatever hat they're clipping through. But the problem with that is the soldier just got a Misc, and that's the soldier stash. And while I don't really think the soldier stash is a good Misc, it's a Misc. Whether I like it or not, it's a Misc. And that's it. That's it. I don't think they'd make another soldier Misc just yet. They might. I don't know Valve well enough to say that, but they may or may not. Do I think it's a good candidate? Sure. But do I think it's likely? Not really. Another one is the otolaryngologist mirror, or the medic mirror. Do I think it's a good pick for a Misc? No. It's very clippy. Even though it's a slight clippage, it's still clippy. It's a hat. It's definitely a hat. Is it possible they'll make it a Misc? Sure, anything's fucking possible. I don't know Valve well enough to say anything. I mean, they make lots of crazy things into Miscs, even though they clip like hell. So it's really hard to say. Another big one is the antlers, which is the all-class rack, essentially. Problem with that is it has a band. It's not just the antlers. It's a antlers and a band. So the band, kind of like the stash, will probably clip with a lot of things. It may not. I don't really know, and it may actually be a good pick for another Misc. But a third all-class Misc Unusual, I feel like that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. It may. I don't know, but it just doesn't seem likely, I guess. And lastly, the Mask of the Shaman. Not sure if that's a good pick, because while it is a mask, essentially, if you wear it with hats on the Demo Man, it clips with fucking everything. And that's the reason for that is the way the mask and hats are worn on the Demo Man. The Demo Man kind of wears hats slightly tilted forward, so everything fucking clips with the Mask of the Shaman. Literally everything. Especially with the feathers, because the feathers poke through, and the top of the mask pokes through, and it just looks terrible. Yes, there's some hats that looks good with, the Samurai, but the majority of hats do not work with the Mask of the Shaman, which I understand how people could think it'd be a Misc, but I don't see it becoming a Misc anytime soon. So, that's just my 2 cents. Feel free to ask me in the comment section about other hats you think may go Miscs. Again, I'm not claiming I know anything. Okay, I'm an idiot. I don't know shit. But these are just my opinions on hats that could go Misc. So, like I said, leave me some comments. We'll discuss it. It's all going to be a fun time. Until next time, guys. Peace out.